Okay, so now let's play a little more around strings. String is very powerful construct and Python is very good in resolving all those things. Now let's see if I want to concatenate two strings. What I mean by that, let's say I say A is equal to hello and I say B is equal to TecLov. Now I just say A plus B and hit execute. Notice I got hello TecLov. If you wanted the space in this, then just put a space here and it will take care of it. So you can print out even A plus B in this manner. But in case, if I would have done, let's say C as 2019, notice that the data type of C is integer now. And now if you do A plus C, you will notice that you are going to get an error. Why? Because you are trying to concatenate a character with a numerical value. Now there is one more interesting thing. So you can, in the print statement itself, you can also have these additions. For example, I can say hello. Now you can say plus because I am just concatenating and I say TecLov. Right? So I can just add it and execute. Works fine. But I wanted even the space in middle. So I can say this space and add one more plus to it. See, it will also work. It's perfectly working fine without any issue. Now, so what you did, because you added this space also as a concatenated string. Now I change a little bit. I say hello TecLov. Now I say you are 3. Let's say you are 3. What will happen now? It will throw you an error. Look at this. Why? Because you are not trying to concatenate a 3 here. So what are the ways to fix it? Either you put this for making a string, or Python also provides a function to convert this to a string by using str. So if you use str, it will convert it to the string, and now notice it is again going to work for you. Just hold on. There's a small mistake from my side. I need to close this. Okay, so I have not closed the bracket. So you can see that now also it's going to work. So we understood about how to concatenate the string. Now let's see how we can replicate a string. For example, let's say I have A as TecLov. Now I want to repeat it, let's say 1000 times. So either I can keep printing it, print A plus A plus A plus A 1000 times, or I can simply say A into, let's say 1000 or 100. So we can notice that it's going to print TecLov 100 times for me. Now all this is fine. Means I understood that let's say if I say that here print and say enter your name, and you can just print out this value, and further you can just give a variable name and you can say, let's say here as TecLov, and you can print out this value print, and you can say print name, right? It works fine. But notice that here TecLov we have provided hard coded. I don't want to provide this hard coded TecLov. I want this to be passed by a user. So in this case, I can simply say input. Okay. So if you say input, what it's going to do is this input function is going to ask now the user to give some input, and that will be taken up by the name variable. Let me show you. So let's say if I execute this, so because of this input, now it's asking you to pass it. So let's say here you can pass TecLov. So now whatever you pass, it is just going to print it for you. Okay. I could have, let me again re-execute it. So I can also say, let's say Python. Now you can see that it's going to take up like that, right? So this is the best way how you can also take the input from the user. Now let's say I still have A as TecLov, and I want to see that how many characters are present in this TecLov word. So in this case, I can use a function called as length, which is called len function, and I can just pass A to it, and you can notice that we are going to get 6. Okay, so that's all we have to perform here. Let me ask you a question. What should be the output for this, right? So as you can notice, it will give you 1 because the space is also counted. What about if I remove the space? You will get 0. Play around with that. That is going to definitely give you a good idea how you play with 16. It's very powerful and very interesting as well.